not like us. These niggas talking out of they neck.
Honestly, talking about the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef, my take on it is probably as irrelevant as asking your granddad, who's all about cement and bricks, what he thinks about the latest anime craze. But you bet I'm gonna share my 2 cents on this drama, because for the first time in ages, I'm genuinely hyped about a rap feud. Recently, diss tracks felt so lame, like watching awkward poets on Reddit trying to outdo each other. There was this phase when everything seemed so fake, just aiming for clicks and views, making me totally switch off from the whole diss scene. It kind of felt like, oh, you hate this dude so much you're gonna write a chart topper about him? But man, Drake versus Kendrick has flipped the script.
Maybe in this song?
This stuff is lit.
I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the
It's got that personal, hard-hitting vibe, and for once, the tracks are actually fire. For those out of the loop, Drake and Kendrick have been throwing shade at each other big time, starting off kind of tame, like they were just messing around without getting too dirty. But now, it's escalated to some seriously dope in-your-face tracks. At first, it seemed they were just dabbling, not unleashing the full arsenal. And honestly, I thought Drake was trailing, especially since he pulled this stunt using an AI to mimic Tupac's voice to hit at Kendrick. Really? If your go-to is tech gimmicks, you've lost, period. Kendrick could have just burped into the mic for 5 straight minutes and still come out on top after that. Using an AI Tupac voice was just next-level embarrassing. No joke. I'm totally clueless about how that thing ever got the green light. It was a complete joke. Things have really picked up lately, though. Just the other day, Drake dropped Family Matters, and believe it or not, it blew me away. I was bracing for it to be a dud, but wow, was I wrong. I'm talking the tracks are legitimately lit, and not just because of the hype. They're actually good, which is a huge win for anyone who loves music. With all this madness unfolding, I just had to spill my thoughts. Hit me up with your take on who's coming out on top or bottom, but let's not get into that whole AI Tupac mess. That was a disaster. No 2 ways about it. Even the biggest Drake fans have to admit it wasn't his finest moment. But since then, it's like this wild battle where these guys clearly can't stand each other and are throwing everything they've got into it, going full throttle with really personal quality work. This guy seems to have a major beef with Drake, more than anyone else I've seen. And honestly, his diss track might just take the cake, although Drake's was solid too. But in my eyes, Kendrick just outdid himself again. Not that anyone's hanging on my every word about this rap feud, but I'm so hooked, I had to put my 2 cents in. It's all just what you think. No right or wrong answers. That being said, when it comes to Family Matters, things got intense. There were some heavy accusations about domestic abuse. Like one part mentioned hiring a crisis team to cover up that you hit your partner, which is serious.
When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she bigger than you? Your back is up against the curb.
There's some intense stuff, right? Like these lines that just hit different, totally giving off Sue vibes. Now, let me be straight with you because I've been saying this for ages. Drake? Not really my cup of tea. Ever since that whole situation with Millie Bobby Brown when she was just a kid, I've been getting major weirdo vibes from him. Just gives me the creeps, honestly. And then, 20 minutes after Drake released Family Matters, Kendrick came out swinging with his own diss track. He was totally ready for this. I had everything set to go the moment Drake dropped his track, Family Matters. Then bam, Kendrick comes out with Meet the Grams super quick. Honestly, I have no idea how Drake's gonna get any sleep now. This track's gonna haunt him forever. Meet the Grams was just on another level, truly. I mean, Drake's stuff was solid, but Kendrick, he absolutely killed it. Like he took the track, put it over his knee, and gave it a whooping. It was insane. And the stuff Kendrick's calling out in the track? Super serious. He's clearly got it out for Drake, bringing up all sorts of stuff like a secret kid Drake's been hiding and calling him a deadbeat dad. Even compares him to Harvey Weinstein. He really didn't hold back. So basically, this guy absolutely trashes Drake for a full 6 minutes. Like he dislikes Drake way more than Garfield dislikes Mondays. Didn't hold back at all. Now, all the stuff thrown out there in the diss tracks hasn't been proven or anything. Just gotta remember that. But since the whole thing blew up, everyone's picking sides, trying to decide who's coming out on top. Personally, I feel like my take doesn't really matter. But hey, I still got my thoughts on who's winning. When I first heard Drake go at it with Family Matters, I was like, whoa, that's tough. How's Kendrick gonna top that? It's gonna take something huge. Then boom, 20 minutes later, Kendrick drops his response. I found out about it either while I was streaming or just after and thought, oh man, that was quick. Probably a bad move means he rushed it and messed it up. But nope, I was wrong. Kendrick came through big time. Personally, I think Kendrick's response was even better than Drake's, and that's me trying to put my personal bias against Drake aside. He's an odd one, isn't he? I just believe Kendrick's songs are on another level, way more personal. Like there were moments in Meet the Grams where I literally stopped and just went, wow, that's harsh. I mean, I was like, damn, that's intense, throwing out accusations like that. I've never really reacted like that to any diss track before. But Kendrick really went all out this time. The main gripe people had with Kendrick was basically the beats he chose to rap over. But that changed big time when he hit back with the They Not Like Us diss track. It had that West Coast vibe and turned into a hit at the clubs. There was even this viral video going around of Ricky Ross, the big name from Miami, throwing this insane pool party where he threw some shade at Drake for messing with him and Kendrick.
I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to.
So drama between Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake is finally cooling off, and it looks like Kendrick totally came out on top. It's been pretty awesome to see all the new YouTubers and social media stars getting attention by dropping cool content during this whole thing. Personally, I kind of think the whole beef might have been a publicity stunt by UMG Record Company from the get-go. But, oh man, did it backfire? Kendrick was ready to totally wreck Drake with all these claims that have started to pick up steam and sound more legit, especially now that more people are starting to chime in. But hey, what's your take? Who came out ahead? And what do you think's up next for them? Drop a comment and smash that like and subscribe button if you're not already on board. Catch you next time on your Future Self 365.